If you've been on TikTok at all lately, chances are you've heard his name, or at least his voice. Benson Boone is everywhere. From chart-topping hits to viral TikToks, it seemed like Benson was music's newest sweetheart. Until suddenly, the internet decided to turn on him. Today, we're diving into the bizarre drama unfolding around Benson Boone, why fans are calling him inauthentic, how his religion is being dragged into it, and what Benson himself had to say about the hate. So, who even is Benson Boone? He's a 22-year-old singer-songwriter who first caught attention on American Idol in 2021. But he dropped out early. Why? Because he didn't want to be boxed in. And honestly, it worked. His breakout hit Beautiful Things exploded on TikTok, hit the radio, and dominated streaming charts. But now that Benson's teasing his second album and new track Mystical Magical, the tone online has shifted. The internet is starting to turn, and it's getting messy.
Why is it such a problem to say that you don't like Benson Boone's music? Because based on how his fans react to hearing that, you would think they said the most heinous shit ever.
Let me explain to you why the media is hating on Benson Boone so much. This video is for those who love Benson Boone or like Benson Boone, or you just don't mind him because you have a life and you touch grass pretty often.
My For You page is all sorts of messed up, because what do you mean you don't like Benson Boone? What do you mean? The Benson hate is so forced.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that my music preference was wrong. Because I feel like the music he makes, it's a lot of like store music, if that makes sense. Like you're gonna hear
Moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, cause it feels so peace.
So what exactly are people saying? Well, the biggest accusation? He's trying too hard. Some TikTokers claim he's forcing the emotional, sensitive artist vibe, that it feels manufactured. From his deeply emotional lyrics to the raw performances and artistic music videos, fans say it's giving industry plant energy. Others criticize his colorful outfits and his now signature backflips on stage, saying it all feels performative.
I don't know who Benson Boone is, and I don't want him around. I don't want to see him next year. Harry, come back. Some random man we don't know is coming to try and take some of your nachos, and I'm scared. You have to get that album out and eradicate Benson Boone from my television screen. The jumpsuit felt disingenuous to me. Maybe it was the crotch grab, but I could tell his heart wasn't in it. Harry would have at least added a boa or something. And he did a backflip off of a piano. What are you trying to prove, and to who? Cool. Harry, come home.
How I know that this is not authentic to Benson Boone, and like this vibe, and certainly this, I've never met a man committed to like creative expression and art with just like no trace of like style or home decor or just like anything interesting around. Like not even some like cool, weird like shit from his grandparents, you know? Everything is new and curated generically in a very Airbnb core kind of way. It would work for anything and everyone. Like you can't be 10 toes down that people are being like haters for no reason for hating the way you express yourself and then have no trace of self-expression or like appreciation of art or even like color. A stylist picked out this outfit. I just don't believe you.
And when you compare his dramatic onstage persona to his very minimalist, almost sterile offstage life, people are calling out the disconnect. One viral video even mocked the lack of personal style or decor in his home, calling it Airbnb core and saying it proves the artist persona is just an act.
Can we talk about Benson Boone for a second? As someone who doesn't even listen to his music, never heard anything other than the Moonbeam Ice Cream song, the hate and the discourse I've seen online is absolutely insane. And for what? I saw a girl on TikTok make a video that said, Benson Boone doing a backflip is so Mormon coded. What? Were you dropped on your head as a child? What is wrong with you? First of all, what does that even mean? Second of all, when did this whole discourse about being Mormon, like, how is that okay? How is that normalized? It's a religion. Let the weirdos do what they want to do. If they want to be weird, if they want to be religious, who the fuck cares? Again, I do not know this man. I have never been a fan of the music, have never followed it, but it is so weird the hate that he gets for absolutely no reason. He just debuted. He was on American Idol for like 2 seconds. Give the little man a break. Half you bitches hating on TikTok do not have an ounce of confidence that he has, or a sense of self, or the talent. So unless y'all are better than him, you better sit down.
I'm so sick of opening this app and seeing so much hate around artists and people, and just, you guys are so mean for anyone that does anything. And case in point, Benson Boone, like, the hate is so unnecessary and you guys are being so harsh. And yes, everyone's got their own opinions and you're allowed to not like someone's music or whatnot, but your reasonings for not liking him is just so stupid.
But it doesn't stop there. The internet has now dragged religion into the mix. When people found out Benson was raised Mormon, the comments exploded. Some people joked, "You can literally hear the Mormonism in his songs." Another said, "Just found out he's Mormon. How about no more men in pop music?" And one of the strangest takes, someone claiming his backflips were Mormon coded. Yes, really. It might sound ridiculous, but it sparked a wave of hate that seems to have little to do with his actual music. So, how does Benson feel about all of this? He's opened up about his religious background, saying he grew up in a devout family, but doesn't fully identify with one religion anymore. In an interview with Rolling Stone, he said, "I don't want to be a part of one religion. I have my own opinions. Some are from this religion, some from that, some from no religion." He also described feeling confused growing up, saying he never quite had the same spiritual experiences that others around him claimed to feel. The break came quietly and early. And yet, people are still using his upbringing as a punchline, but not everyone is piling on the hate. In fact, many people are speaking up in his defense. One TikToker, who admitted she doesn't even listen to Benson's music, said the backlash is beyond ridiculous. What does Mormon-coded backflip even mean? Others pointed out that people are projecting weird biases, calling out Benson for things that would be praised if a more edgy artist did them. At the end of the day, isn't the whole point of being an artist to express yourself, whether it's through music, outfits, or yes, even a backflip? And Benson's not staying silent. In a TikTok response to the hate, he said, "If you hate me or my music, at least have a good reason for it. I just read a comment that said, 'I don't know why I hate Benson Boone, but it feels right.' Like, how am I supposed to improve after reading that?" And honestly, fair point. How do you fight criticism that has no substance? So is Benson Boone really inauthentic? Or is he just an artist doing his thing and getting hate simply for being visible? Whether you love him or can't stand his vibe, one thing's clear. The internet loves building people up just to tear them down. But what do you think? Is the criticism fair, or are people just bored and bitter? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more coming hot news.